everything is food for consciousness. We live in the age of information. There has never been a time, perhaps, when so much food is being offered. Folks, there is this question that I've been asked so many times in the context of private gatherings, in the context of conferences, in the context of retreats. Is it true that there is this sudden collective wave of awakenings? Is it true? Is it not? So many people suddenly wake up. I pondered on it myself for a while. Yes, on one hand, it's very tempting and kind of, yeah, of course, got to be. Got to be. There is this proportion constantly, right? The Sufi saying, there has to be that many carriers of light. Always that army, or that battalion, or that squad has to be replenished. Someone is out of the body, next one, come in, join. Let's do the zikr. The Sufi understanding, constantly the keepers of light has to be in the body, because that's where the flame is. Carrying the light, carrying the light. La, 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 la. And let's go in the circle. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Beautiful zikr. Zikr. Not just doing the namaz, prayer, this, that. That's very disciplined, like yoga. Very good for your body, by the way. You know one thing or two about Muslim prayer done properly? What's wrong with not calling it sun salutation or moon salutation? All these spinal movements there. So this whole thing about maintaining the number of awakened, enlightened, light, keepers of light, carriers of light, got to be there. So I was, for a number of years, I was in two minds, as they say, about this. And I don't want to suddenly say that, well, this is no longer I believe what I believe, and this is what instead is true. But I want to say this out loud, simply for your own consideration. I just want to throw it out there, just because I feel like sharing this. What it feels to me is that the amount of rather phenomena associated with awakening is certainly on the increase. And it seems to me, perhaps, we have never been so much overwhelmed with stress. And it really, really desperately trying to shake itself off. So to me, there is another, maybe less rosy side of these mass awakenings. That it's simply because there is so much information that is not digested. And when information is not digested, it can go off in various ways. Sometimes it has a nasty feel to it, Like Frank Zappa once was asked, is jazz really dead? He said, no, jazz is not dead, but it smells funny. So one may not be dead, but, like our society may not be fully dead, our civilization, but it certainly has a certain stench to it. And this is also might translate into the way this stress is essentially being thrown out of the system now in a more rigorous way than it used to be. Therefore, I have been witnessing and observed that these spontaneous awakenings among the people, householders, not even interested remotely about spirituality, remotely, not even like when it happens to them, they're just the first to be surprised. And that could just be a response, kind of a kicked-in mechanism